When I saw scenes from the new movie, The Perfect Guy, it literally made my skin crawl. It's pretty creepy. And a little earlier, I spoke to two of the stars, Sanaa Lathan and Michael Ealy, about the movie and what fans can expect.
I can't wait for you anymore.
I don't want to lose you.
I don't either.
Oh, and then things get spicy. Jumping out of the frying pan into the fire. Imagine you come out of a breakup only to realize your new love isn't quite what he seems. That's just what happens to our next guest in their new movie, The Perfect Guy, starring actor Michael Ealy and actress Sanaa Lathan. So good to have you all here. You know, Michael, you're sitting there looking all handsome, and literally, normally you play the perfect guy. This time, you're dipping into a darker character. You've done this before. You've played a serial killer in The Following. Was it hard for you to make that switch?
You know, interestingly enough, I actually did this movie before The Following. So this was kind of the stepping stone into that serial killer world. But, you know, in a lot of ways, I find that, you know, as an actor, you have to do your job. And you know, the job is to really believe and engage in this character. And I was able to do it because the people that I was working with, the director that I worked with, David Rosenthal, and Sanaa and Morris, and you know, they all just kind of helped me just stay in that zone, and it all worked out great. It was fun.
Scared me on
I was
set.
going to ask you, you know, Sanaa, every woman can relate to the creepy guy, right? I mean, not to that degree maybe,
yeah,
but that guy that you think is so perfect,
yeah,
and all of a sudden he makes that switch,
so
and you're
many,
like, oh,
yes.
Was it scary for you to take that on?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I actually watched the movie a couple of weeks ago with my mother, which is always kind of a dreaded experience for me. But I actually screamed out loud in the screening twice. And obviously I knew what the story was. Yeah. So to me that, you know, is a testament to him and, you know, the movie, you know.
We all did as well when we were watching the trailer and we saw you, Michael, underneath the bed, turning your head and looking over. You're there laying in your bed having no idea he's underneath it. For you, did you get creeped out?
Yes.
I was going to say, you had to.
Yes.
I mean, you were really channeling something that this eeriness comes on off screen.
Yes, when I read in the script that I was underneath the bed while they were, you know, it was just one of those moments where I was just kind of like, okay, what is that going to be like when we actually shoot it? And it was just as creepy. Like, you know, it makes you think, okay, well, when I go to bed tonight, maybe I should just take a quick gander underneath the bed and make sure that no one's underneath there. I mean, and quietly, the scary part is that this kind of thing really happens.
How hard was it for you all to be so intimate?
Oh, it was so hard.
Those blue eyes.
You had to pay me
a
lot of extra money to do that. It is very awkward because it's, first of all, I mean, like, for instance, we had that hot bathroom scene. But that you'll see when you see the movie. But, you know, it's like when you see a movie and you see, like, for instance, with Fatal Attraction, and they have that, remember the elevator scene where they coming from their date, and they're pushing against the wall, and they go to this one. You're actually in your head being like, okay, now I have to go to this wall, and now I have to go, and now he's going to go down.
There are marks to hit, yeah.
Right, so it's almost like a dance, and it's not, you know, it's not what you would think.
Well, what we do think is this movie has definitely given us chills already, and we haven't even seen it yet. We are looking forward so much to seeing it. Sanaa and Michael, thanks for being with us. We so appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Our pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.